The title of my film is Abduction. The word abduction immediately establishes one of the key themes within the crime drama genre. My target audience research was a vital stage in the deciding of the title. 40% of my target audience suggested that the most important thing to establish in my opening sequence was a type of crime. By naming the film Abduction, it straight away suggests to my audience what the opening sequence is about. This is a light to films within similar genres such as Taken. The genre of my production is crime drama. Typically, this genre tends to be used more in TV series as opposed to film. However, in my media product, I have challenged this by creating an open sequence in this genre. This genre is portrayed throughout the open sequence through the mise-en-scène, such as the abandoned farmhouse and the innocent vulnerable female protagonist. This is similar to the film Held Hostage, which falls under a similar genre to my production. The way that I have chosen to display the titles in my opening sequence are clear and bold. I have used typical conventions of the crime drama genre when deciding the way I wanted my titles to be presented. Films such as Red Lights influenced me to display my titles in this format. The film Nightcrawler also presents its titles in a very similar way. The simple but standout font on the black background helps to portray the harsh contrast that shows how the protagonist in my opening sequence is isolated in a dark location, similar to the titles. The setting of my opening sequence is very alike to some of the settings shown in the popular TV crime drama Pretty Little Liars. In addition to this, the crime drama TV series Criminal Minds portrays a lot of its criminal action to be taking place in a run-down, isolated, eerie location. However, I have challenged the stereotypical convention of a crime drama being set in a busy, well-known city, as these help to incorporate the conventions of police stations, dark empty streets and crime scenes, for example in Rock and Roller. I have chosen to challenge this convention as I wanted my media product to convey a more realistic storyline to the audience. And also, being a student filmmaker, it was realistically more achievable for me to create effectively. Conventions are diverted in my product as I have not used typical props, such as weaponry or technology, as it is commonly overused within the genre. I took this approach as I wanted to create an open sequence that was more original and not predictable. The camera work in my open sequence focuses mainly on the movements of the female protagonist, which I have gone against typical conventions within the genre, as this genre tends to follow the detective, for example in the film Prisoners. This emphasises the importance of the female protagonist. The use of sound in my opening sequence is a key indicator to the genre in creating suspense and mystery. The sound used in my production is typical of the crime drama genre, as it is slow, eerie, and creates suspense, and also builds up towards the end, which helps to create tension within the audience's mind, which is conventional within a crime opening sequence. My media product supports the theory put in place by Barths, that every narrative is interwoven with many codes. The Enigma code is simply a theory that suggests a text portrays a mystery to draw an audience in. In my production, I have raised many Enigma codes, from why is she there to who is she and who took her. These questions are raised within the audience's mind to help to make them want to continue watching on.